Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm here at the grocery store, and if you live anywhere outside big cities and you have a grocery store that looks very similar to this, and pay attention to the section I'm in. Everything here is the organic, fresh produce, fruits, vegetables. So, fortunately, we have a selection. For the places that don't, I'm sorry. For the places that do, based on the way I eat, these are some of the choices I would recommend. Asparagus, broccoli, celery, Brussels sprouts, some carrots would be good, even some collards, some kale. All of which are rich in vitamins, minerals, phytonutrients, and fiber, as well as considerable amount of protein. I always aim for the fresh over the plastic containers, but that's not a bad choice either. Much better than canned. Over here, we got some organic produce. I always go organic if the option is available. If it's not, then I go with the other fresh stuff. So we're gonna go through the store and pick up a few things, and I'll show you what my primary choices are, and you can make your own decisions on what works for you. I've got some eggs, I've got some bacon. The program I'm following is pretty much a keto, paleo type of program. It's not quite keto. I cut out all of these goodies and those goodies and pretty much everything in the bakery section. I don't eat starch, I don't eat sugar. I focus primarily on good fats, avocado, almonds, almond butter, pecans, natural sources of good fats. I eat the whole egg, I eat the whole bacon, because your body can actually use fat as energy. And it doesn't spike your insulin like sugar, nor does it give you energy crashes. See, now there's our meat section. I would always go here first because I am a carnivore, and well, you can see it's very limited. Out of this, I would probably look maybe at some of the seafood. I stay away from anything that says modified food starch. Keep it as natural as possible. Hope you're all having a good day so far. More of the meat section. Generally speaking, I do select grass-fed, but in times like this, just get what's available. Personally, any of these choices would be good, but based on preference. I tend to avoid these. I stay away from foods that have a great deal of preservatives. That includes these. I don't touch lunch meat or deli meat. Nor do I go for hot dogs or sausage. I don't go near soda. No juices for me. Now, I do have plenty of veggies at home. And see all the pasta section and the rice, all that's gone. A lot of the canned stuff. Generally speaking, these are the aisles you want to avoid. You want to focus mostly on your outer perimeter, which is going to have more of your whole foods, such as the eggs. And you notice that that's pretty wiped out too, even the cheese. I don't do much for dairy, although I do miss ice cream like crazy and pizza. just not dealing with it right now. Yeah, they pretty much wrecked shop through here. Cleaned out most of everything. Okay, so this is the popular item that I get questions about. Bagged chicken strips. Boneless, skinless chicken breast with rib meat, water, brown sugar. And then you've got canola oil, chicken stock, cornstarch, natural flavor. Be wary of anything that says natural flavor, because that can encompass anything. So that's a no-go for me. Alright, so I am a fan of peanut butter. Personal preference, but be wary because it is a legume, it's not a nut. Therefore, it does have inflammatory properties. There's almond butter. I prefer crunchy, but dry roasted almonds. We don't need anything else in there. That's a good choice. That's a go for me. If you have any questions, feel free to leave it in the comments. I'll be happy to address all questions. I like honey, but that again doesn't go with my protocol right now, so I won't be eating that. Stay away from this section. There's nothing here good for you. We can address all the individual items at another time, but you definitely don't want to go this route. If it's in a package like this, it's not good. So I don't eat that. Wiped out, wiped out, wiped out. This section here, I eliminated bread out of my diet, so that's not a thing. No. So now we're taking a quick tour. Now notice everything in the center aisles. These are all your processed foods. This is all the stuff you actually want to avoid. Don't fall into the trap of eating this. Before you know it, you'll be craving it. How you doing? Excuse me. Alright, so yeah, right back to the middle section again, and here's your dairy products. Again, I don't really mess with dairy, but I know some people do, and almond milk would be a choice. I don't use anything soy. Oat milk, that's good stuff too. Even with this, I tend to stay away from too many ingredients. I aim for the least amount of ingredients. This one would be a go. That would be a good one. That one, or because I try to avoid as much of the sugar content as possible, I would probably go for this one as the lesser of the evils. But see, even then, it has natural flavor, and that's pretty shady. You don't know what that is. And as you might expect. No TP. All paper products are gone. There hasn't been a single roll of toilet paper in this store for the past, well, since the craze began. And of course, you can imagine there's no hand sanitizer, no Lysol, no disinfectant spray. For my fitness fanatics out there, I'm looking for the supplement section. Not sure if they got one. They should though. Health and wellness. No, I'm not seeing it. Potato chips are not on the menu. Neither are pretzels. I realize that they can be very delicious, but they are not good for you. Okay, well, we'll have to revisit the idea or the topic of protein at another juncture, because they don't have any here. Wait, they might here. See, all this stuff is still on the shelves where it should be. This is not healthy stuff for you. This over here can be quite tasty, but I would be very cautious over what cereals you get. When I did eat cereal, I did go with the Kashi bread a lot, but not those particular flavors. Again, it was, majority of the time, it was sugar-free. Okay, when in doubt, notice how many supplements we have available. Protein is readily abundant. Okay, I do like Quest products. Not so much Metrics. There's a bit of hidden sugars in there. Let's see. Down here we've got 6-star. So if you happen to be in a Walgreens, Walmart, something like that, then chances are you're going to run across this protein. And looking at this, you can see it has quite a bit of fillers involved. You've got one scoop, which is 52 grams of protein, or 52 grams for one scoop, but only 32 grams of protein. That equates to 18 grams of fillers. Artificial flavors, you have no idea what that is. Soy, you want to stay away from soy. And it's primarily whey protein concentrate, which is not terrible, but it's not my favorite. So I would have to set this down and see what the options we have. Okay, so this has considerably fewer ingredients. And they don't have soy anywhere in the list. Again, I'm careful about natural flavors. So one scoop is 50 grams, but gives you 30 grams of protein, which still leaves about 20 grams of fillers. But out of those two, that would be my choice. Food Lion's brand, including creatine. Okay, so you see all of these ingredients. You want to stay away from sunflower oil added in there, corn syrup solids, all of these things right here. If you don't know what it is, chances are your body doesn't know how to deal with it. Modified food starch, more soy, I would avoid this. This is a no-go. And here we've got a muscle milk. I've had these. They are quite tasty. Okay, well, given the selections, this would probably taste best. This would probably be my first choice, with this at a second. I stay away from the pre-made protein drinks, primarily because they're made, for the most part, of cheap milk protein. Not a big bang for your buck. Protein bars tend to contain a lot more sugar than you want to have, especially if you're on a low sugar program. Here we have the RX bars. These are a good choice, actually. Very few ingredients, appear to be very clean. That's a good alternative with a long shelf life. And that's the one factor, or one of the qualities I like about having the protein bars around. One, obviously there's no shortage. Here I am in a regular food line, and all the shelves are pretty much empty, except this section. So if you come to the point where your store is not stocking much of the essentials that you're used to, this is the next best alternative to just a bunch of candy and chips and things like that. I don't know many friends of mine who deal with the Atkins bars, so I'd usually never even look at those, or Slim Fast. So on my basic shopping list, it's raw veggies, about 7 or 8 of them, different varieties. Again, I pointed those out: celery, broccoli, kale, spinach, cucumbers, and asparagus and broccoli. I may have repeated 1 or 2 of those. I do go for grass-fed beef, chicken, bacon, eggs, and I like my natural, like, pecans and almonds and macadamia nuts are my favorite. Well, I'm getting quite a few looks inside the store right now. People looking at me, kind of smiling as I'm making this video. So anyway, that's all for now. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I'll get back to you. Peace.